What's up, you guys? It's your girl Lo, back with another video, and welcome to Thoughts with Lo. This will be the first episode, I guess, of this series that I'm starting. And I got this idea actually from myself. I used to have my private story name changes all the time, but at one point it was called Thoughts with Lo, and I pretty much went on and shared every time that I was compelled to talk about something. And I remember a few of the times that I would do that, I had friends slide up and be like, dude, make this a YouTube video, make this onto your channel, do this, do that. And at first I was always I'm kind of nervous. This is before, when I was going through that rough patch where I wasn't really on YouTube for a while. And so I was always like, oh yeah, maybe one day, maybe, whatever. And I think in the back of my mind, I was a little bit afraid to, bring my voice to a wider audience, making it more public, because it's easy for me when I'm talking to people I'm comfortable with to share things that I'm going through, and to open up about different things that are on my mind, because for a while, probably ever since until now, I've always been so afraid to speak up, and learning that my voice matters. I, for a while, didn't think it did, and felt almost like I wasn't smart enough, or the words that I say just aren't big words that you'd a philosopher would be saying. So I always thought I was almost too dumb. And now that I'm, a little bit of what I'm going to talk about soon is this self-love type of thing. And now that I'm committed to wanting to work on me and understand that my voice does matter, I'm now ready to bring it to my social media platforms, which would be YouTube and TikTok. And I'm excited. I'm very nervous, but I'm excited because I'm going to be conquering a fear of mine while simultaneously working on myself, which I've been needing to do for so long. So this video is going to be slightly different from others because, for me to be able to talk about what I want to talk about, a lot of the things I do is I journal. And I think yesterday night I had actually watched so many TikToks, TED Talks, and YouTube videos on kind of finding yourself and learning what it's like to be alone, so many different aspects and so many things that were just circling in my head. I just watched videos on, and by doing so I ended up having so much to write about. I wrote, I think, 7 pages in my notebook of just things that were on my mind after hearing what other people had to say about their own journeys. And I pretty much wrote about what related to me, what I learned, and it kind of tied into everything I've always talked about and everything that's always been on my mind, but I'm too afraid to put out there. And I remember one of the videos, a girl was saying to stop waiting. To stop waiting for a right time to do something that you have been wanting to do, because there is never a right time. Time's not just going to stop and say, hey, you can do this now. You have to just go out there and do it. And if you fail, just get right back up and do it again. And I feel a lot of the times we miss opportunities because we're always waiting for something. And I think it's just an excuse because we're too afraid. And I'm sick and tired of waiting. And this is me now opening up and sharing what it's like to have the thoughts that I have and just things that I feel are important to me. So for me to do this, I have 2 things to say, which is one, that I'm committing to starting a journey of self-love and healing. I started it today. I will be documenting it through TikTok and here. TikTok will be an everyday thing, and here it will just be here and there. I'll share what's been going on as mini updates, I guess. And I'm calling it Dating Myself. I actually stumbled upon a TikTok of this girl who took herself out on a date, which reminded me of oh my gosh, I want to fall in love with myself. I want to learn to be happy with myself and who I am. And I think this journey will help me in discovering new things, as well as along with other things that I'll share in a few minutes. Yeah, so I saw this video, and she pretty much took herself out on her own version of a date, or what she'd want for if someone were to take her out on a date. And I thought that was so cool, because I've actually done something sort of like that before, where I would just take myself out. I'd dress cute for myself, put on makeup for myself, and went to my favorite restaurant, and I went alone. And I remember being at first really nervous and thinking for some reason oh my gosh, why am I doing this? I totally need to have a friend or a person here with me. This is weird. And then having to be no, this is not weird. it is okay to go to a restaurant or go through things that you want to do by yourself. You don't always need someone to be there with you. And trust me, I know that that's hard. My anxiety is really bad. So I remember when I got there, I actually had to call my mom just to walk into the restaurant, because I couldn't legitimately walk in alone. So the like waiter person, like they sat me down, and luckily they did sit me in a corner, which also kind of made me feel better. And after I ordered my food, I was still on the phone with my mom, and then I was like, you know what, Mom? I need to do this on myself. I need to be alone. Like, I need to learn that it's okay to not have you here with me. Or like my friends with me, whatever. And so she's like, okay, like enjoy your food. And, you know, she said, just see you at home. Because this is back, I think it was my senior year. So I had my car and I was able to drive and stuff. And so that was a big moment for me because I was able to do that. And I actually enjoyed my time there. And I don't remember if I ended up watching something on my phone or kind of just looking around. I don't remember what I did specifically that day, but I do remember needing that help or like that push in the beginning. But anyway, so I have done sort of things like that before, and I'm excited to be incorporating that into now and being more consistent with it. So for me to explain myself and share my thoughts, at least for this video, I don't know how the others are going to go, I would prefer to read from my journal because everything I want to say is in here, yet every time if I'm were to look into the camera and start speaking, for some reason my mind goes blank and I can't remember what I want to say and the things that I feel are important. So yes, it's something I need to work on, I will work on, and this challenge or journey I'm going on is going to be a 365-day one. So right now, it's definitely going to be hard and a bit of a struggle, and there's things that I can't do, like I have to read from here before I can like just fully talk to you guys. So I'm just going to read what I have to say. So I have decided to go on a journey to find self-love, and I think self-love is the ability to be happy and at peace with myself, loving every part of me and not allowing anyone or any thoughts to tear me down, building strength in the mind and confidence. What I've discovered about this is it means it will also help me with my mental illnesses. And you might be thinking, how so? Well, working on loving myself, I think, would cure or take care of the lonely aspect of depression and anxiety. One thing I struggle with is feeling alone, which in itself can mean different things. So for me, it means like two different things. Lonely in the sense of like not having a significant other or a friend to be there for me, to support the idea of attention and love from another human. And I feel like learning to fall in love with myself will take care of the idea that I need another human to make me feel happy or to bring me happiness. I need to find that within me before I can share that with another person. So the second thing that lonely means is just simply being alone. Like being alone with my own thoughts. I want to get to a point where I can control them instead of them controlling me. And I feel like self-love will fight off the unwanted thoughts till I'm able to control them myself. And then a third thing I feel like going on a self-love journey would be developing confidence, which in my opinion would take care of the never-ending insecurities and comparisons, which are both draining and overwhelming and only make everything so much worse. Self-love will put me through hell, but I know I'll come out the other side with a better understanding of myself and a stronger mind. The power I hold within me is blocked by unwanted, horrible thoughts in my mind. I am my own roadblock. I am a mountain that's standing in my way, and I'm tired of suffering at the bottom. I'm ready to climb this mountain and get to the beauty that's at the top, which would be the view. And I'm comparing the view to the opportunities, love, and everything I've worked for, the idea of happiness and peace of mind being at that top. So, in other words, I feel as if all those things that weigh me down now, and granted, there's other things that go along with the depression and anxiety I have, but some that are huge, and I know a lot of people can relate to, is the feeling of loneliness in the two different ways I described it, and then the insecurities and comparisons that I think take over me way too much and are something that blocks me from being my true self because I'm so worried about what other people think or what other people are doing. And I need to just be me, my authentic self. And I'm ready now to work on that. So And then climbing the mountain, I feel like at times that there's this mountain or like my life that's in the way. And instead of just suffering there at the bottom and not doing anything about it, or getting those little bursts of energy where I can start to climb but then immediately slide back down, I'm going to start to commit to getting to the top. And even though there are still going to be rocks in my way and like hurdles I have to go through, I'm going to get through them instead of letting them like pull me back into the dark hole of depression and stuff that I normally feel. Because it truly is like something I've been struggling with for literally years, is I'll have these moments of, I'll go 3 weeks. This is literally how it is. 3 weeks of just being utterly motivated, on feeling like I'm on top of the world, like everything is cured and like I got this. And it's the most amazing feeling ever, except I make decisions during those times where I feel like I'm cured and like there's nothing wrong with me and I'm like the smartest person ever. Like I'll have these moments where I'll make decisions in that time frame that I only regret when I am hit with my depressive episode, which lasts for way longer. That lasts for like months. And so I hate that cycle, and I've had it since I want to say 6th, 7th grade, and haven't been able to break it. And every time I have that little mini phase of everything's amazing is me thinking I broke it. Me thinking I just like, I don't know what I did, but somehow like everything's better. Like it's that little glimpse of hope, I guess. And then just out of nowhere, whether it's something that triggered me or just because I woke up one day and just wasn't feeling myself, immediately into a depressive episode. And I am so tired. I'm so tired. So I'm just ready for change. And I feel like I've kind of shaped myself or put myself in a place this year specifically, at this time specifically, where I'm ready. And I'm just excited to finally be able to start this. And the reason why, by the way, that I am putting it on like YouTube or TikTok, Instagram, whatever, is because I feel like it's something that's going to motivate me to keep going. As much as myself should be enough motivation, I know me, and I've done this so many times where I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to do it. But the feeling of being held accountable for it and having to post every single day is something that is going to get me going, at least for the start of it. Eventually, I will be able to do this without having to like put it out there if I don't want to, you know what I mean? So I am challenging myself for 365 days, so a year from now. And it's going to be hard. I'm aware of that. I know this is going to be a hard journey. I know that things are going to come up that I normally struggle with, but this time I'm not going to let it keep me down. Am I allowed to have bad days? Yes, I'm human. We're all allowed to have bad days. What I want is or even bad moments. I would prefer to have a bad moment in a day and just, fix it and have a better night, whatever, than to have a bad moment that leads into a bad day, that leads into a bad week, that leads into a bad month. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I don't want that cycle to continue. I want it to stop. And so that's another part of the journey, is like being able to break it. And I have all the coping mechanisms for it. And I think that's something else I've struggled with, is the frustration that I'm aware of what's going on. I'm aware of what will help. And I'm aware of how I'm feeling. Yet for some reason, I could just never break it. So I think I'm ready to push myself to do that. And I've found a few times of where I actually have been able to do that, where I pull myself out of a darker place quicker than just like having it last a month or even a week. I've pulled myself out of one. I kind of was off for 3 days and then got back to who I was and was back to being productive and stuff. So I'm really proud of myself for that. And then the last thing I just want to say real quick is something that you guys might also take as some advice, is a lot of times I'll talk with my therapist, and even friends in the past have told me that like it is very important to acknowledge the little things that you've done in the day. I call them my accomplishments. And something I've actually done that really helped me. Oh, I just thought of another thing also that I wanted to share. But the other day I was feeling off. I was very much feeling just not in my element. I was not me. And I was tired of it. Like I was tired of sitting around all day. Like I was like, what am I doing? Like I'm just wasting the day away and I want to get up and do something. So to break that, I actually journaled right here. And what I did was I wrote the date at the top, you know, what time it was, whatever. And then I wrote today I accomplished and listed a few things that I had accomplished in the day, which for me was just like practicing new things for the products that are coming out soon for my business. I changed the sheets on my bed and I cleaned up my room. I put away and organized some clothes. And I even like congratulated myself for eating food, because yes, there are days where I legitimately just forget to eat or I won't eat. And I think it's big of me that I ate a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then right underneath that, I wrote, do you have any thoughts on your mind right now? And I pretty much did a bullet list, but this one was more like paragraph bullets of just everything that was on my mind. And I'm not sure why this helped me, but it could help you. And I was able to actually finish some things for the rest of that time that I had that night. And then I went to bed peacefully. I think I had some tea and just went to bed. So that was really nice. And then something else I discovered that I really like to do, which I'm not sure if this is something that you guys have already done before. Like, I'm not sure if this is like a thing people do, but this is just something new for me that I tried. Is another day that I was just feeling off, you know, not myself. I like hadn't showered in forever. Like I was very much like not okay. I was like, okay, I want to shower today. I think I can do this. And I had gotten up and I got in the shower and the lights just happened to be off. And this was also in the morning, by the way. And we have like one small window in the bathroom. And so the light was shining through. And I noticed that I kind of liked like the vibe of it. Like, so yeah, the lights were off, but it wasn't like pitch black. Like this sunlight was still coming in a little bit. And then I put on like my meditation music, because it was already on because I was trying to meditate before I took the shower. And so I kept it on. And so I legitimately just showered pretty much in the dark with meditation music on. And it was a very like beautiful thing. Like I guess a version of self-care. But it was something that helped me. And I felt so like refreshed afterwards. That I don't know, I just felt like sharing that with you guys, because if you have tried almost everything, here's just another thing you can try, because it doesn't hurt to try new things. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that I'm starting this journey. And like I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it is called dating myself, because I need to fall in love with me. I need to fall in love with Lauren, and I am excited for it because I think I got this. I know I got this. I don't think I know I got this. And so yeah, I'm just going to document it for you guys and share with you. So yeah, let me also know in the comments if you want me to be more consistent on my YouTube channel with it. Because I can try my best to get you an everyday video of the things I do to take care of myself. On TikTok, it's just going to be little short clips of what I've done throughout the day. But like here, I'm allowed to, I have the ability to explain it better, because this is like, you know, get all the time you want. So just let me know in the comments if that's something you guys would like to see, and I will absolutely like do that for you, which is pretty much, in my opinion, I'd just be vlogging my day. It's finally time to work on me. No more waiting around. Waiting shouldn't be a thing. Like, there's never a right time to do anything. Like, just do it. Thank you, just do it. But for real, I don't think that it makes any sense to kind of keep pushing things off or coming up with excuses for why you shouldn't do something. Especially if it's been on your mind, it's something you're passionate about, whatever it is. Like, this is the time right now to be able to experiment and, like, go after something. And so I'm ready, and I'm doing it. I'm going in full force. And today has been a beautiful day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are excited, just as excited as I am to go on this journey with me. And I'm officially in a relationship with myself. That's so weird to say, but like, I'm excited. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on your post notifications so you can see these videos. Be kind to one another, be kind to yourselves, and I love you. Bye.